What's up, guys? Nightflux here, coming to you with my Majesty Lord Blaster deck for Royal Paladins. So far, I've been playing this deck since it came out in BTO 5. I have yet to top a locals playing this deck. I've yet to not top a locals playing this deck. Every week I've played this, I've topped. It's a really amazing deck. I see why they limited it in Japan, but this deck is really amazing. Let's just get right into the deck profile. Starter, Wingo Brave. Obviously, if you don't know his effect, basically whenever he boosts a blaster and it hits, you can search for any blaster in your deck. Basically, use this to search for your Majesty Lord Blaster if you don't have it in your hand, or if you have the Majesty Lord Blaster in hand, search a Blaster Dark or a Blaster Blade to get the effect off. Really good starter, and if not, he's always a 5k booster. And also, you can also use a Majesty Lord Blaster if you already have him, to search out whatever you need as well. The trigger lineup is we're doing 8 criticals for Eponas, 2 Alabaster Owls, and 2 Future Night Lose. The reason we have 2 different ones here is to make the opponent think we have 10 criticals and make them overguarded times, so that way we can boost our rear guards as well. We'll talk about more strategy in a minute. Next, we are playing 4 draw triggers, 4 Margals. Margal is good because of his effect. Basically, you put him in Soul and give any other Royal Paladin on the field 3,000 power. What I like to do is, if I have a Blaster Blade or a Blaster Dark with a Wingo Brave behind him, I like to use them to put him in an extra stage. That way I can search for my Majesty Lord Blaster or trick my opponent to make them extra guard it. Even if I have the Majesty Lord Blaster in hand, that way I can search something else, and if it hits, it can search anyway. 4 heal triggers. Sorry about the glare, guys. 4 heal triggers for the rest over here. Grade 1 lineup, we are playing 4 Flash Shield Assaults, Perfect Guard, no really need to explain that there. 3 AK Little Sage Marins. 3 Toy Poogles. We are playing this card. Basically, if you don't know, gives an extra 3k when it boosts someone if you have more than 1 grade 3 on the field. We do play Paladin in this deck, and amazing rear guard row to have is a Toy Poogle with the Paladin in front of it. Basically, you're sitting at a 22k row before any boost. Talk more about that later, but this is a great card to have in the deck. Next, we are playing 3 Knight of Friendship Ks. Knight of Friendship K is basically, it's a 7k, but it gets an extra plus 3k when it attacks, so it's a 10k if you have any blaster on the field. Good to attack for an extra stage when you're at stage 2 or even stage 3, and you can boost them if you're really desperate and have nothing else on the field. Last grade when we play, we do tech in 1 Pong. We were playing 1 Soul Saver in this deck, so this is just in case you miss your grade 3, you can always Soul Charge them and then get a Soul Saver in hand. And I'll explain more about Soul Saver later. Grade 2 lineup, 3 Blaster Darks. Basically, you need him to play Majesty Lord Blaster. His effect, only when he rides Vanguard, Counterblast 2, same effect as Blast Blade, retire any rear guard. 3 Blaster Bladers, everyone should know his effect. When he rides Vanguard, Counterblast 2, retire any rear guard. When he rides rear guard, retire any grade 2 or greater Vanguard. You definitely want to ride these as your Vanguard, that way you can get Wingo Brave's effect off and get an extra one in hand. Make sure you get MLB's effect off. We are playing 2 Star Call Trumpeters. Her effect, basically, when you call her to any rear guard, Counterblast 2, and call any blaster, grade 2 or less, to the field. So you use him to call a Blaster Blade or a Blaster Dark to make sure you get MLB's effect off. I only play 2 because it's only an 8k, so you don't want to run too many. This is like your backup. It makes the deck more consistent. We are playing 2 Knight of Loyalty Belvederes. Basically, Belvedere it's the same thing as K. It's a 9k, it gets an extra 3k, so it's a 12k when it attacks. If you have a Blaster as your Vanguard, good if we were playing when you can do it in grade 2 with Blaster Blade or Majesty Lord Blaster as well. And last grade 2s we're playing is 2 Knight of Determination Lamarocks, whatever you want to call them. Basically, I play him instead of Galatine. I just like the artwork better. Vanilla 10Ks though. Grade 3 lineup, we do play 3 Majesty Lord Blaster. We're only playing 3 because I think 4 is too many. You do have it's really easy to search him with Wingo Brave's effect, so it's not like you're hurting. And then even if you don't get him right away, you can always ride over top of whatever other grade 3 you have. Next grade 3 we have is Paladin. If you have to ride him, it's not bad. you prefer him as a rear guard and get, like I said, you get a Toy Poogle behind him. He swings for 22k, and if you get any boosters, you're looking for 27 or 32, depending on if you put 2 triggers on him or not. Last grade 3 we are running, we are teching 1 Soul Saver Dragon. Let me tell you why this card is amazing. Soul Saver Dragon is amazing because after you've used MLB effect and you have a full soul with the Blaster Blade and the Blaster Dark, I've played games where you ride him on top of him, and if you have rows, if you're looking at a Palamedes Toy Poogle row, then you're looking at 22k, ride Soul Saver Dragon, you can boost 5k here, boost 5k Vanguard, boost 5k to the Palamedes row. Palamedes is swinging for 27k. Let's go over some combos we have here. I'll talk to you about this. Let's see here, that, here. Let me just pull some cards out so we can go over some combos here. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, okay. So like I said before, a good thing to do is if you're riding here, if we have our Blaster Blade as our Vanguard, and our Wingo Brave supporting him. If I have Wingo Brave in hand, this is a 14k row right now. If I have my Margle in hand, I like to use him. Soul Charge, add 3k to here. You're swinging for 17. That's an extra stage against your opponent's Vanguard. It's good. That way you can get off. You can put Wingo Brave to Soul, and then you can get your Majesty Lord Blaster. If you have Majesty Lord Blaster already, you can just get your Blaster Blade or your Blaster Dark to make sure you get the effect off. Also, later game, when your row looks something like, sure, this is an ideal row. Any row like this is 22k, like we said before. And once you have the effect and have Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark in the soul, this is always swinging for a crit. They're always going to guard this. So basically, you know this is going to get guarded. Another one. Here we go. You know this is always going to get guarded. This is a good row. This is 20k. So basically, you swing with this, and you know they're going to guard it. So any boost, depending on their hand size, you can put on Palamedes. You put the boost on Palamedes to critically, or depending if their hand size is really low, if you get a critical, you can put it on here. Makes that 27k. Belvedere is good to have. Even Blaster Blade, if you have extra ones to call them and do it. You see we only run 3 Blaster Blades and Blaster Darks. The deck is really consistent. I have probably maybe played 1 or 2 games where I haven't gotten the effect off. Sometimes I even get the effect off twice. Like if they have a really low hand size, I'll put this out and then another Blaster Dark out, Soul Charge again to just get the extra boost. Make them use their Perfect Guard and boost whatever rear guards I have. This deck is really amazing. It's hard to beat. Right now, in my personal opinion, it's better than Dote. Dote is going to get better when the extra booster comes out really soon, though, just because of the Viscosity Dragon and other things. But in my opinion, MLB is the best deck. Like I said, I have topped every week I've played. I haven't gone a week without topping. So this deck is really amazing. I was happy to bring the deck list to you guys. Leave your comments below, like this video, and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.